All right, let's talk about Tua here. So Mike McDaniel had some interesting quotes I want to run by you here. So McDaniel says, quote, as far as the timeline goes, I know he's not playing this week, but I do expect to see him playing football in 2024. But where that is exactly, we'll let the process continue. Translation, Tua's coming back. And this is an I told you so moment for me, because I told you all these teams around the league talk about player safety and we care about our players. Mm-hmm. It's BS. I mean, what do you keep doing in the NFL? You keep adding games, right? The Thursday night game is not good for anyone's health. And quite frankly, it's not even a great product. So, we care about player safety. BS, bruh, okay? Or you're adding games. At some point here, we're going to be playing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday night football, Thursday. But you care about player safety, right? And they keep adding games as well in the regular season. Your regular season's getting longer. It's just a matter of time. You're going to start letting in more playoff teams, just like college football. Everybody get it. Everyone makes the playoffs. Like, we don't need to see Boise State, bro. Like, we know damn well you're not a playoff team. We're going to see it in the NFL as well. They continue to add.
Yeah.
I say all that to say, Mike McDaniels and others saying that we care about Tua. No, you don't. No, you don't, bro. Every time this guy gets hit, he gets a concussion. He doesn't even get hit hard anymore, and he gets concussions. He literally gets tackled to the ground, to the field, to the turf or the grass. And he has a concussion, and he's out. How many times have we seen this happen now? But I expect to see him this season. I bet you do. You know why? Because I think we'll see him by the time they play the Patriots. I think Tua's back in that lineup. There's no doubt in my mind, because they don't care about players.
Now.
Tua shouldn't even play anymore, personally. I mean, someone should be in Tua's ear saying, hey, man, like, let's work the contract thing out. But let's think about your health moving forward.
I mean, he had a $43 million signing bonus, right? Now he could get up to $167 million in guarantees.
I'm sure there's insurances and all that too.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's where, if you're Tua Tagovailoa, you step away. Guy's charismatic.
Yeah.
Good-looking dude. Everyone loves him.
He'll be fine.
Since he became more about himself and cared less about what other people think and saying the right thing, he's been at his best. Like talking in the media, some sit-down interviews I hear him in. And his family had their hesitancies of him coming back to play before this season. You get that $43 million signing bonus. That's it. $43 million. That is life-changing money. That is generational wealth.
It is.
And what he can do with people that we know that have worked in the Miami market. Yeah. You're a Dolphin, you are taken care of.
For life.
Dealership deals, media appearances, whatever it can be. Like, you are set.
Yep.
He's going to find no shortage of work. And networks are out there giving Jason and Devin McCourty jobs. What do you think they're going to do for Tua Tagovailoa? Like, fresh out of retirement, taking those guys.
Facts.
So Tua doesn't even have to keep himself just to a Miami market. It would be a national scale what he can do if he even wants to do that. Or he could sit back, relax on his $43 million and take time. Like, that's a thing. There definitely are the working out what can happen, working out, the fine print in a contract. How do you get the most money without risking it? They're on the road at the Colts next, but what the lineup they have, Colts, Cardinals, Bills, Rams, those are 4 bad defensive lines. Those are 4 bad defenses he would match up with.
Yeah.
Those are soft landings. But as we saw for Tua, it's not how many hits, it's the one hit.
Mm-hmm.
This is a guy that has to come back with a Guardian cap, I don't care, with the, I forget what the name of it, but there is like the neck brace players where the science behind it is, no, not the neck roll. It's literally they wear it around their neck like Tony Pollard wears it and Braylon Allen. It increases blood flow to the brain. So there's more cushion.
Yeah.
In theory, allegedly, that's what that necklace does
thing.
That players can play with.
Yeah.
Like, he needs to come back with every single precautionary piece taken before he takes a field. I don't think he should return at all. I think it's much bigger than football. It's his life and his death and his quality of life for his kids down the line.
Yeah.
But it sounds like, to hear that, he's coming back.
What's it called, Brendan? He said in my ear, Guardian
cap's what they wear on their head. You talk. I'm going to do the quick Google.
All right. Filibuster time. By the way, you mentioned that soft schedule, right? I mean, here's the reality, and this is another reason why I believe they're bringing Q collar. That's why they're bringing Tua back too. I mean, the Dolphins are 2-3. in a bad division. Like, who do you trust? Bills, Jets? Neither. How's that sound? And we know the Patriots are going nowhere fast. So if you're the Dolphins, again, broken record Trav here. We care about his health. We're 2-3 in a bad division. Like, Tua, we could use you here, buddy. I think he's coming back, and they still, call me nuts, I am. They still have a chance to win this division. I would not be shocked if they bring Tua back and do all these precautions that you're laying out, whatevs. He's in the lineup, and the Dolphins still, somehow, some way, win this damn division. Not only is he coming back, in my prediction, I think it's sooner rather than later, and I would not be shocked if it's in this soft schedule that George mentions. At Colts, home against Arizona. I mean, you could get them at home. That feels like a perfect spot right there in a winnable game.
And that'd be 5 weeks since he suffered the concussion.
Since he suffered it. Yep. And then you go on the road for a couple games. Buffalo, that's a huge game. You don't want them to debut on the road against your division rival in a game that will matter. So I think that home game against Arizona is the one. And then you go out to the West on a Monday night primetime against the Rams. Tua's coming back in 2 weeks.
Again, and like I said, it's not how many hits, it's the one hit. And let's look past the Rams.
Yep.
Max Crosby, who could still be with the Raiders.
Oh, God.
Patriots can't generate pressure even with blitzing. That's a conversation for another time.
Yeah.
Then after that, Green Bay, New York, Houston, San Francisco, Cleveland, New York.
That Green Bay game that you glossed over is a Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
That's prime time.
But think how good that defensive line is and how good that defense is for Green Bay. The New York Jets with a great pass rush. The Houston Texans, who we just saw.
Oh,
the Niners with Bosa.
He's going to get
Cleveland,
smoked,
if they
bro.
still have Myles Garrett, but that's still a good defense. New York, again, with a great pass rush. That's a thing of like, if it's not this season, it's going to be next, and that's what the fear is.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like he should step away from the game.
Right.
It's been bad, and every time you suffer concussion, the likelihood of suffering another concussion increases.
We've seen it with him.
The probability.
Yeah.
Exactly. Went from hard hits to just normal hits.
Normal
like
hits
the
now.
DeMar Hamlin one was a weird hit where he
Yeah.
generated it, but also it's like you're just running into DeMar Hamlin. Who's
It appears to
who
me
didn't
when I
even play
watch
the
him,
hit.
it seems like it's when he hits the ground to me, George. Like it's not a few of these concussions with Tua, it's not the impact of the hit.
It's second
like
impact.
Yeah, bro. When he hits the ground, he's out. It's lights out.
That's the scariest thing of it all, man.
Yeah.
And what people have said, like, well, Brett Favre had over like 1,000 concussions. I mean, he just came out with what he's dealing with now.
That's
and
right.
that is a direct correlation to repeated head trauma.
Yeah.
Like that is a reality.
Yeah, the culture's changed too since Brett. Where back then it was a badge of honor to stay in a game if your bell got rung, which is why Favre did it, right?
But as we saw with Josh Allen against the Texans,
well, right.
Even their new systems aren't perfect.
That's my point. It's a hypocrisy of we care, but we're adding games. We're adding days to these games. We're not giving you more rest. We're taking away rest. We're adding regular season games. You watch. I'm telling you. We're going to start adding playoff games, and you don't care about the player safety.
The NFL never cared about player
No,
safety.
hell no.
They do not care about player safety.
It's lip service.
Money.
That's right.
It's all about money.